things to see. They have been for quite some time, but I do like Execration's lineup a lot.
Yeah, they got a lot to work with. I'm able to get the cam pulled off to the side, which allowed for the Dire Creep Wave to come directly underneath his tier 1 tower, and he farmed it up there. Took a little bit of extra damage for it, but has the consumables to make it work. It still means this Gyrocopter's getting some really good farm. He's up to 10 for 1. Neck and neck with the Anti-Mage.
Oh, and first blood. Mushi actually goes down by what looks like by himself.
It had to be Psyblades. It had to be Psyblades there, right?
Yeah, because the Lion actually was gone by the time we looked, right?
Yeah.
Like, there's no way that the Lion over here helps with that, and we can just check if he got an assist. Nope. So
DJ's going to get a kill on top lane.
That's absurd.
Burden will get a revenge kill, however. He isolated the Ancient Apparition instead of Cogs with Battery Assault. And that's a 1-1-1. They realize there's 4 players inside the pit. Roshan's down to half life, and he's negative armor. They're ripping through him really quickly. But is this the YOLO play?
I think it is, actually. I think you just go for it and hope out, man.
There it is.
Here we go.
What you did there too. He snatches the Aegis, and the Cogs push him up on the hill. The Echo's Friend does nothing apart from tickle the bark. They are in real trouble. Anti-Mage will take out Burden. Nando is at least still fighting on the high ground, where he managed to kill off the Storm Spirit. But just like because he doesn't know where the rest of XCTN are, they're very blind in the bottom lane. So they'll see Burden arrive, and now Nando also reveals himself. Net does not want to be here at the moment.
Limit, come on, you know you don't want to.
He's in range.
Oh no.
There it is.
He was so careful for so long, but I mean, Black was just more patient.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
He had to be sitting there going, oh, Black's going to be farming up Radiant jungle. Like, he's going to be in my jungle. He's not just going to be sitting in the tower. The funny thing is, though, they saw him blink there a minute ago.
Oh, and at top 2, this is just going to mean more kills for them, and this is so huge.
They even just leave him to die injured.
This is going to be a tier 2 as well, and I mean, Mushi he's probably 7 minutes behind in farm. But it doesn't even matter just because Black has been creating so much space at top. Yep. Like they might get a kill here, but
I saw that Dire's top tower.
It's like she just softens him, softens her up in this case. Mage that Nando would have to deal with.
This really reminds me of how
this is the moment. Oh, the stun! It's off target.
No, they can't miss out on these opportunities.
And now DJ's going to isolate the Lion. Lion's got Finger of Death. He'll kill himself to do it if he doesn't. And he doesn't want to, but he's going to do it anyway. The Blade Mail was up. That's what stopped him. The Ice Blast hitting pretty heavily into DJ. And Nano's going to try and capitalize. Blinking forward to find the kill. The Net with the York and the stun allows for Black to come in, but it'll be Laguna play to kill secure. Going 15-12 now. XCTN. It almost looks like they're getting, and they realize something has happened. They go, okay, now it's time to trade. But even on the way down, it's like, we farm up here as well, we farm up there. XCTN are coming in to try and contest Roshan. They cannot win a fight against Fnatic when they also have Aegis for the Immortal. So the Ice Blast in, and then Echo Slam too early for Primo. Roshan's going to punish him by just beating him down, but Nando will also arrive for the fight. Net, Yule setting himself up because Earthshaker was just killed off by Roshan. The cooldown is a really good position for him. Ohio's going to self-grave at this point, but Fox, with that mana void, he'll end up going down. They pick up the Dazzle, and there's also a nice little gem that'll get into the hands of the Gyrocopter. So it's a 2-for-2 trade-off. Black coming back further, gets a lucky bash onto the Templar Assassin, and Net, they know he's up there. The Vortex doesn't reveal him because he's just far enough away that the vision isn't there. So the Light Striker race done. Mushi sitting on the cliffside. The Renner will give them the perfect vision inside the pit. And now Black the front line. Roshan actually taking the moment again. 2 snatches in 1 game. Mushi goes to work. Nando's going to drop. The Gyro being Yule Scepter up. There isn't a Light Strike ready to control. But it doesn't matter when Black is there. The Laguna Blade will actually get the kill. A triple kill for the Lina. So XCTN, you may have taken Roshan, but you've lost the war.
Been a core player's entire career, so he goes from playing the 2 or 3 position to all of a sudden having to play a hard 5 role. Like that's pretty tough.
Seems to still be doing his job for it. Echo Slam on top. This is big. Black needs to die right now, and they've got enough. Oh, 1,007 gold. It's the 1007 coming in for the Templar Assassin for money, and they're trying to capitalize on it even further. Mushi jumps forward with the BKB, but Nando is here. Mushi losing life very, very quickly. The vision from Primo actually locking down Ohio, allowing Burden to get that damage, and they'll take out the Lina too. Mega kill streaks for Laura coming down. XCTN is the moment.
And they're pinging around. They're trying to make sure they're scouting with the rocket. they actually have to know that the wraparound's coming in right now. And you're seeing Black actually headed off. They see it too. They just saw the players come in.
There's the Observable sees it, the Echo Slam. They jump on the Clockwerk. The Ice Blast flying in. They'll connect over on Ohio. But how much damage can really be done? Ned's being drained out the back lines. It's 3 heroes down for XCTN. The Clockwerk just buys back. Black locks down the Gyrocopter. And this was not the fight XCTN wanted. They thought they had the advantage, but the smoke blew. They jumped with the Echo Slam on the clock, but that's all they got. And now they'll lose Roshan as well.
That's so huge. Like, they could have won that fight feasibly, but the vision game was just a little bit too smart by Fnatic. They knew that the wraparound was a potential, especially when Mushi didn't get caught mid. They had to know the long one was coming. I actually think the move there then is to double back and go around like this, because he doesn't have buyback, no bloodstone charges or anything like that. No buyback on any of your supports. That could have just been it, but Fnatic instead, they take a really dominant fight. There's no buyback on... actually, they do have buyback on the Gyrocopter, but they're trying to see if they can hold it.
Without the Echo Slam, it's a lot more difficult for XCTN to get that initial control. Because they just don't have an instant stun. You got the Blink to Hex potential to come out from the Lion. But if he's on the front lines, he's more than likely dying directly after. Hookshot's going to miss from DJ. So that's on cooldown for under a minute. And Mushi will take out the range racks, getting much more than this, however. Like, the Gyro didn't have to use his buyback, so he saves his money for now. And XCTN only lose their range racks. That could have been a lot worse.
Conceivably win this game, but they just had to use so much, and the clock took so long to die because of that shallow grave.
Oh, they found Burden.
Oh no.
I'm not sure why he was there.
I think both those defenses, like the amount of agi that you get, kind of helps out a ton in this regard.
Long jump in, Black, they're going to go for it. The Abyssal Blade is still on cooldown for now, but the Ice Blast well off target, so that allows Mushi just to go ham. Back in behind, almost to the well. Chasing after XCTN, not a lot of mana left behind him, and he does have a good regeneration, only the Taker's immortal. Primo comes in for the Echo Slam, but he only really got Mushi as a 3-man vision, which is nice for DJ. He's the man to get the opening. The Ancient Apparition Earthshaker is on the sideline.
Nobody's
Never
dying.
copped the Finger of Death, but it does not matter. They lock down the Templar Assassin. This is over. They've lost too many heroes. XCTN, all in the well. Only one can fight back, and that is the Gyrocopter. But they will lose bottom racks and probably the game here.
You've got 2 buybacks on the side of XCTN, but without any of their lockdown disables, I don't actually think it matters.
Yeah. We're just at the point where they're fighting to the bitter end just because they can.
Yeah, exactly. But Fnatic, they're going to take this racks, or they take the bottom racks, they're going to go for more. Burden's caught out, he does have the BKB, but DJ still has the 4-staff up, and he's just going to outplay him now. Mushi still has the Aegis as well.
And there's your bashes coming in. Burden, they're going to let him live. He gets back to base, but Black's there on objective-based gaming. Nando jumps in for net, but then Black blinks forward. Like, okay, you want to come out that far, we'll just kill you off and then take out your fortress. The Ice Blast didn't connect on the Lina, which is what they needed for any kind of kill. And there it is. Good game, well played. The game was good, and well, they bounced back and forward, Blitz.
I mean, that was a really close game. I enjoyed watching that. I thought there were a lot of opportunities where XCTN were just out of the game, but they did a really good job, especially with that 3 gank. When they got 3 heroes out of that, they finally managed to pick off Black. Nobody has buyback, but they weren't able to capitalize enough because the creep waves weren't pushed in. And then you saw the 2 Roche fights. The 3 Roche fights actually were just